Good morning, ma'am. My name is Fauzia. Rule number is 21955A6103. I'm going to tell about the TikTok topic is security issues with functions as a services in cloud computing tools and techniques. So we are discussing about this topic. Basically, now we are discussing introduction. So introduction is to security issues with functional functions as a services. So function as a service is a cloud computing model where cloud provides execute individual functions in response to specific events. So here we can see here the picture we can understand very clearly. Serverless architecture. It does not have any server, so it's serverless architecture. And while fast offers scalability and cost effectiveness, it also introduces unique security challenges. Understanding and addressing these security issues is crucial for protecting sensitive data and maintaining a secure environment. Data security challenges, data privacy concerns arise as functions process and store sensitive information in the cloud. Unauthorized access to data during execution or a trust can lead to data breaches. So data will lose. So secure data encryption access control mechanisms and data making techniques are essential to mitigate data security risk. So we can use these techniques to mitigate the data security risk. So cloud security challenges, the lack of visibility control, fast changes and high value features releases, immaturity of LAS as infrastructure as a service and SaaS, software as a service security. People shortage, managing hybrid and multi-cloud architecture, managing the effect of the shared responsibility security model. So these all are challenges, basically in the challenges of security, cloud securities. So threats to functions execution. So malicious actors can exploit vulnerabilities in function code to execute unauthorized actions. Insecure coding practices such as improper input validation or inadequate error handling can expose functions to injection attacks. Implementing code review, static code analysis, and random monitoring can help prevent functions execution threats. So there are layers and attacks. So here 7 applications, 6 presentation, 5 sessions, 4 transports, 3 networks, 2 data link, and 1 is physical. So these all are layers. So these layers are common security attacks in the OSI layer model. So this basically OSI layer model, how its attacks happens. So an application exploit, presentation phishing, like this. So authentication and authorization risk. Weak authentication mechanism can result in authorized access to function and sensitive resources. So authentication versus authorization. The login and password. Who are you? What permission do you have? So these only mean the difference. Inadequate authorization controls may allow unauthorized user to invoke functions or access privileged data. We need to have the privileges data to access. So implementing storing authorization, authentication protocols, rule-based access, control and least privilege principles can enhance authentication and authorization security. Then next is denial of services, DoC attacks. Fast platforms are susceptible to DoC attacks, where malicious entities flood functions which request to disrupt service availability, insufficient resources, limits, and throttling mechanisms can make fast environments vulnerable to DoS attacks. Employing rate limiting request, validation, and auto-scaling capabilities can help mitigate the impact of DoS attacks. Inter-function communication risk. Communication between functions within fast environment can introduce security. Platform has a security. Vulnerability. Insecure data transmission and inadequate validation of inner function inputs can lead to data leakage or manipulation. Implementing secure communication channels, message encryption, and input validation checks can enhance interfunction communication security, compliance and regulatory challenges. The SaaS environment must adhere to industry-specific regulation and compliance standards to protect data privacy and security. Lack of visibility and control over data processing and storage in fast platforms can pose compliance risk. Conducting regular compliance audits, implementing data residency controls, and ensuring data sovereignty can address compliance challenges. Third-party dependencies and supply chain risk. Fast applications often rely on third-party libraries and services, increasing the attack surface and supply chain risk. Vulnerabilities in third-party components can be exploited to compromise the security of fast functions and underlying infrastructures. Performing security assessment of third-party dependencies, monitoring for security updates, and implementing secure coding practice can mitigate supply chain risk. Security monitoring and incident response, continuous monitoring of fast environment, essential to detect anomalies, activities, unauthorized access, and security incidents, establishing incident response procedure including incident detection, contaminant, and recovery is crucial for responding to security breaches effectively. Utilizing security information and event management tools, log analysis, and real-time alerts can enhance security monitoring and incident response capabilities. Best practice for securing functions as a service. Implementing robust authentication and authorization mechanism to control access to functions and resources. Secure function code through secure coding practice, vulnerability assessments, and regular security updates. Monitor fast environments for security threats, implementing encryption at rest and its transits to follow security by design principles to enhance overall security postures. So the access control implementation is the prevention of unauthorized use of server resources and the prevention in an unauthorized manner, assignation of access rights to certain resources on system used in environmental where information classification and confidentiality is very important. So how its implementation or how it's happening, access control implemented. So best practice for securing function as a service. Thank you.